This video intended for entertainment and informative purposes only, but the live commentary may not reflect this rating. Viewer discretion is advised. Hey everybody, it's Clona Comics Inc, and welcome back. More Pikmin. In the last episode, we crash landed on this strange, distant planet. And in this episode, we recovered the ship to our destroyed engine, even though our ship looks pretty intact in the map screen. Oh well, that's just common practice indeed. And in this episode, we're going to go into the Forest of Hope, which is what we discovered in the last episode. Now, the stars indicate how many ship parts are in this region. If you can see that the impact site does have 2 ship parts in it, but the second one is impossible to get at the moment. So the only option we have is to go to the Forest of Hope. So let's go. My dolphin has returned to the surface along with the Pikmin's onion. Being alone on this strange planet makes me somewhat uneasy, so I shall call the Pikmin out of the onion. All I need to do is stand in the light beneath the onion and press A. So, go ahead and withdraw the Pikmin. And what we want to do now is we want to swarm our Pikmin onto this bramble gate. And they will start going to work on it. They will gradually tear it down. But instead of having all of them do that, I want to grab a few of them. Well, just one of them, I guess. And I want to toss them at this flower right here. And I'm going to dismiss it so it'll instantly pick up the pellet. And so we can reproduce our Pikmin while they are taking on the gate. We also have a yellow pellet right here. We'll get into this a little bit, but if I bring this to the onion, well, we'll show it in a second. And also, while this is going on, I'll have one of our Pikmin head into this grass right here. Toss them at the grass, and the Pikmin will start plucking the grass. And as you can see, that yellow pellet sprouted one Pikmin. The pellets will only make 2 Pikmin if the color of the pellet matches the color of Pikmin being brought to the onion. Oh, and they're finished with the... Oh, and it seems they are finished with... Oh. Another intriguing discovery. A local variety of grass produced a sort of yellow nectar. When the Pikmin drink this delicacy, they instantly mature into flowers. This apparent Pikmin favorite seems to be full of nutrition. Closer observation is needed to determine the strengths and peculiarities of these flower Pikmin. Jeez. Okay, we didn't really get to see it right there, but I'm gonna have the Pikmin continue plucking the grass. Oh yes, check it out. The grass produced nectar. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to grab the Pikmin that are over here. And I'm going to swarm them onto the nectar as much as I can. But be warned, but just keep in mind, by the way, that one Pikmin can eat up an entire unit of nectar. So you want to make sure you get as many Pikmin onto them as possible. I'm gonna leave these Pikmin planted in the ground for reasons later. There's also more grass right here if you need more nectar. But basically, the flower Pikmin will run faster, and they will also do more damage in battle. We also have more Peloposes right here, but we also have this thing right here. It's red with a spotty little bum. So, the way you want to fight it is you want to, try to toss Pikmin directly on top of it, and that'll instantly bring it down. We also have blue pellets, but that'll also give us 1 Pikmin, so we'll have them carry that back. And, if that creature gets a Pikmin in its mouth, it'll take a few seconds before it eats it, and the Pikmin will die as a result. Yeah, it is pretty sad, but you know, that's just the way of the game. Toss these flowers. Now, I'm sure Pikmin veterans are asking why I'm not saying the actual names of these things. Yes, these do have names. Well, the reason for that is, I mean, if you were playing Pikmin for the first time, you wouldn't know what these things are called. This creature requires 3 Pikmin to carry, but it has a maximum of 6. Okay, sorry. I was looking up on my notes. We also have a 10 pellet right here. This will give us 10 Pikmin. I was looking at my notes to tell you guys, like, how much health these guys have, or, how many Pikmin they'll give, or how many Pikmin they're required to carry. But, you know, I think I'm actually just going to, I think I'm actually just going to let the editing handle that. We have this wall right here. And it seems the Pikmin cannot break this down. Oh well, oh, here's why I wanted to leave these Pikmin planted in the ground. You can see that these Pikmin now have buds on their head. We did see this on the first day, but I didn't make note of it because I didn't want to really explain it quite yet. But basically, when you leave a Pikmin planted in the ground for longer, they will mature into their next life stages over time. That goes from leaf, bud, and flower. Now, normally on this day, I would usually be going a little bit faster, but I'm just trying to go a little bit slow so I can explain things to you guys. So now we have about 52. Well, we do have 52 Pikmin. Not about. We do. And it should be noted that if I do dismiss my Pikmin, if Olimar does not have any Pikmin, he can attack creatures on his own. He doesn't do all that much damage, but it is possible to take out creatures, usually smaller creatures, with just Olimar alone. Ow, and they can hurt him as well. But that's not really recommended to do. You want to, even if it is a little bit of a risk, you want to use the Pikmin to attack them, because, for one thing, it'll go faster. And I don't know if you noticed on top of the screen, but there is a sun meter at the top of the screen. That is basically how much time we have in this day. Days, I think, are... Now, days in Pikmin 1, I believe, are limited to 13 minutes. The amount of time a day takes, the amount of minutes a day usually depends on the game, okay? Why? It's the Eternal Fuel Dynamo. It has an unlimited energy supply. I won't have to worry about saving electricity anymore. This will make my fight for survival a little bit easier. So, it requires 40 Pikmin to carry, and I'll go and, of course, explain. I'll, of course, in editing, make note of the maximum number of Pikmin that can be on it. And as you can see, I didn't make note of this before, but the corpses of the enemies also can make Pikmin as well. Yeah, the carcasses of the enemies. They're dead bodies. Like, this game is seriously rated E for everyone, as we learned at the beginning of this video. Now, let's see, where's the Eternal Fuel Dynamo? Here it is. If I press A next to it. Eternal Fuel Dynamo. This should light things up. No more candles for me. And then return to the ship. See, they do appear physically on our ship, too. Eternal Fuel Dynamo. This should light things up. No more candles for me. I have now recovered 2 of 30 ship parts. If I can find just 3 more, I should be able to increase my ship's capabilities. Now, it should be noted that, well, basically the monologue for getting into the ship is the same as if you were to press A next to the ship. So, if I press A next to the ship again, I have now recovered 2 strength hit parts, just 3 more will increase the dolphin's capabilities. Now, you might notice Olimar lost a little bit of health from that creature. If I press A in the middle of the ship, I have recovered 2 of 30 ship parts, and just 3 more will increase the dolphin's capabilities. While confirming the ship's status, I have taken the opportunity to repair my spacesuit. Yes, you can press A in front of your ship to restore Olimar's health. Oh, let me grab this thing too. I'm not making note of the enemies' names once again because later, at some point in the game, we will learn them. So I'll only say them if we actually learn them in game. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to have some of our leaf Pikmin take on this gate. So even though it won't be much, it'll still be something. And I'm going to head over to this enemy right here. This enemy is asleep. It is nocturnal. So, oh, my clock has indicated the coming of noon. From now on, I must pay close attention to the sun meter on my monitor and choose my actions accordingly. So it is best for me to review my monitor's data. Across the top of my monitor is the sun meter and day display. At the bottom are my spacesuit damage meter and Pikmin gauges. From the left, these numbers reflect the Pikmin under my command, Pikmin in the field, and total Pikmin, including those in the onion. I like how it kind of looks like Game & Watch up there. Like, look at that. Now, to adjust my monitor, I can press L to rotate the camera, R to zoom, and Z to change the viewpoint. I can also press Y to view detailed computer analysis. Yeah, like I didn't explain this on the first day already. This creature, the best way to attack it would be to sneak up behind it and swarm at its spotty red bum. Yes, we are quite literally bum rushing it. Yes, that is a Chugga Conroy reference. I was influenced by him. I copy him a lot. I'm actually gonna leave this Bulbo. I'm actually gonna leave this creature here, just to just for reasons, okay? Now I'm going to take these Pikmin, and while those Pikmin are working on the gate little by little, I'm going to take, well, I guess we don't really need 66 Pikmin. Yes, and that bum rush thing, if we don't know what that actually is, it's a reference to Mother 3, the third game in the Mother series. Some enemies have an attack called a bum rush, and it's not really known exactly what a bum rush is, but since you're quite literally rushing your Pikmin at its spotty little bum, that's why we call it a bum rush. What's going on? So, what we want to do next is, I don't know if this is necessarily what you're intended to do, but what I want to do is throw all my Pikmin up here. And also, you can throw faster if you rotate the C-stick and have the Pikmin closer to Olimar. I don't really know if it's a glitch, but it works. And let's face it, this game's on a time limit, you might as well use it. Now, the Pikmin will be harmed if they go in the water, but Olimar is in a spacesuit. Like, I guess I can demonstrate it right here. If I toss the Pikmin in the water, you can see the Pikmin does not like the water, but you can bring it back to shore to possibly save it. However, Olimar's in a spacesuit, so as you can see, he can go in the water just fine, even though I'm pretty dang sure these spacesuits are made out of cardboard. But, getting up the stump can be a little bit difficult. Then again, why else would they have put the stump there? And we had... It's the shock absorber! This apparatus counteracts the shaking and swaying that normally occurs during play. It's smooth sailing with this in place, usually. Shock absorber. This nifty little device counteracts the shaking and swaying experienced in a typical space play. Alright, I'm back. Where was I? Oh yeah. So, we have this larger variant of that creature we saw earlier. Basically you want to really carefully sneak past it, and then just do the same thing you did with that other one. This is the optimal way to fight them, I think. Although, sometimes it doesn't work. Oh, yes, some of our Pikmin got eaten. Yeah, that's what losing Pikmin looks like. Alright. So I'll have 10 of our Pikmin carry the creature bag, and have the rest carry the shock absorber bag. What? Actually, no, not the rest. One of you come with me. Very carefully whistling. I said one, not... Ah. There we go. Because I want to have this one come and work on the gate. And we don't have too much time left in our day, so we might want to do this fast. Oh wow, they actually finished the game already. See, that's what multitasking does. Now, with these 25 Pikmin, I probably should actually show. With these 25 Pikmin, I want to show. I want Olimar to fight this little one, to show another ability it has. You can see it yelled and it woke up the big one. So yeah, that is one thing. If you don't throw Pikmin directly on top of the little one, then it might yell out and wake up its parents. So that's why you want to do that. Pearl learned to open the door herself. Shock Absorber. This nifty little device counteracts the shaking and swaying experienced in a typical spaceflight. I have now recovered 3 of 30 parts. If I could just find 2 more, I should be able to increase my dolphin's capabilities. And the Pikmin are cheering because, woo, we're helping Olimar! Well, actually, I don't really think they know my name. They just know that I need them. I need them bad. So, that's why you want to throw Pikmin directly on top of the little one. And now, waking up the big one and then running away and having it, waking up the little one and then having it run away, and go back to sleep. Usually it will turn around, so if it's facing you and you want to face it away, that is something you could do. Now then, come on guys, and we're here. Put these guys over here so they don't cause trouble. The color is different, but it seems to be a Pikmin nonetheless. First glance suggests this one has what, in some circles, could be considered to be very large ears. It looks like they may weigh less than others. In what other ways might it be different from the red Pikmin? No matter. They are obviously quite similar. I shall call this one a Pikmin as well. So, yellow Pikmin. Their difference is that they fly higher than red Pikmin. And that is once again, now bringing the yellow pellets to the yellow onion, that will give us 2 yellow Pikmin. So that is what the yellow pellet in our base was like, and that's also what those yellow pellets outside of base was. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and pluck these yellows so I can show another thing. Right here. We have these little things right here. The yellow Pikmin have picked up some peculiar stones. Why did they decide to grab them? This action seems to be instinctive to the yellow Pikmin, but just what are these strange glowing stones? Brightly glowing cracks cover them. Perhaps these cracks indicates that there's some tremendous power locked away within. This merits further research. Basically, well, I guess I can tell them. These are bomb rocks. And if I throw one at this wall, it's almost sundown, hurry up. That brought it down. My clock is indicating the approach of sunset. Pikmin waiting beneath the dolphin and onions will probably enter the onion on their own. If I don't call the stragglers and add them to my group, they may not be able to get back. I am still sure that the Pikmin planted in the ground, are safe, but I am somewhat concerned about leaving Pikmin to fend for themselves in the darkness. The glowing rocks the Pikmin picked up seem to be explosive stones. Perhaps they know that these stones can be used as powerful weapons. The bomb rocks are dangerous, so I must take care when using them, but they should be able to blast open the stone walls that block the pathways. I may even be able to use them against some of the wild creatures. I must be vigilant. Pikmin I just missed by pressing X bring their bombs when I call them back. Pikmin I throw by pressing A drop their bombs when I call them back. Keep clear of the explosions. When I touch Pikmin directly, they keep their bombs and fall in line. So, we toss these 2 bomb rocks here. Oh god! Great start. Okay, yeah. The bomb rocks are able to blow up the stone walls that block the paths. God, I cannot believe that happens. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to swarm the yellow Pikmin onto this board, but if I put some red Pikmin on it, basically how this works is... Excuse me. Well, I was going to show that, Pikmin that you, as long as you have a majority of Pikmin, carrying something back, then they will go to the most that's carrying them. Pikmin, if you have 6 yellows and 4 reds carrying it, it will go to the yellows. So yeah, at the end of the day, any Pikmin that are not in your squad or in base, they will get left behind, and that is the worst way to lose Pikmin. I could have done this faster, but I just wanted to take it slow so I could show this. I hope in the next video I'll be able to do things faster. Or maybe it's just the fact that I'm commentating and having to divide my attention both on playing and talking. 2 days since it happened. It appears that many of my ship's parts had landed in this region. If I can just recover the parts of my radar, I should be able to use my radar screen. How that would improve my chances. Then I only have to press Y to locate my parts. Yet, there seems to be so many hostile life forms here. If I am attacked and my spacesuit is damaged, I must return to my ship, stand in front of it, and press A to make suit repairs. As I explore, I must pay attention to my suit's damage meter at the bottom left corner of the screen. Okay, so we sprouted 66 Pikmin today, and we've lost 6 Pikmin in battle today. I thought we only lost 3. Well, basically, wait, 6 lost in battle, but 5 total? Well, there's a thing I'm happy I got on camera. I wonder how that happened. It could have been less if I didn't... I shouldn't have thrown that Pikmin at the... I was trying to throw 2 Bomb Rock Pikmin at the wall, but like, the Pikmin... I, for some reason, threw one that wasn't carrying a Bomb Rock, and I don't know why. Oh well. So, go and save here. And we are going to end things off here. Next time on Pikmin, we're going to head back to the Forest of Hope and hopefully get 2 or 3 more ship parts. See you guys then. Goodbye.